Right, we're on record.
That's right.
Yes, we're on. Good,
Wherever
lovely.
you look.
You walked across the
Halifax,
pulpit, that's right.
Now the only problem is I'm going to have to come over here because otherwise you'll be looking. You won't be looking
Oh, yeah.
straight at the camera.
Yes, I'm all right, like that.
Lovely, thank you. Yes, are we okay?
That's good.
Smashing,
That is
lovely.
good.
Oh, superb.
Yeah.
Right. Good morning, Wanda. Could you first of all tell us, please, what your name is, where you were born, and your date of birth, please?
My name is Wandy Szuwalskiej. I have been born in Poland, in a part of Poland that is Ukraine now, near Lvov. And my date of birth is 18th of January 1923.
Lovely. And could you tell us a little bit about what happened before you came to Great Britain? Could you tell us how you got from Poland to Great Britain?
The war started on the 1st of September 1939. Britain joined the war 3rd of September 1939. Hitler advanced on Poland, but we had a pact with England. Poland had a pact with England and with Russia, pact that they will not invade us. And when Hitler advanced, of course, our forces were not so strong, Polish forces were not so strong, and they've been backing towards the east border of Poland. Unfortunately, we didn't know anything about it. On the 17th of September 1939, Stalin Soviet army advanced to Poland, and all our forces were at that border, and they took everybody, just 120,000 Polish soldiers would been killed in 1940 at the cutting woods in Russia. And that's why we have got plaque in the Sun Mister about this Polish. Now all the other Polish people, just ordinary Polish people, I was born on a farm, we had a farm, big farm and so on, been taken to Russian prison camp. On the 10th of February 1940, that was the first, they took first part of Poland, and then in April the same year, 1940, they took the rest of the Polish people, about probably over 1 million Polish people went to Russian prison camp, to Syberię. And we've been working there on the river Dwina, doing the hard work in the woods and on the river. It was terrible when they took us from home. They gave us soldiers came, Soviet soldiers came to our house and said, half an hour, get ready, we are taking you to the station and you are going somewhere that your life will be better. We didn't know anything. We had to pack in a half an hour. There was 5 of us, my mother and father, 7 people. My youngest brother was 8 years old. Well, it's very difficult to describe how the panic, half an hour to get ready. And it was 3 o'clock at night in the morning. We went to this train, it was the goods train, and we've been packed for about 30 people in one wagon. And on those trains, we went to Russia. We traveled about 6 weeks. We had some food because we took some food from home. On the way there, we've been giving some hot water. And in that train, we had to sleep one next to other. It wasn't any beds or anything like that, there was some blankets. And there was iron stove in the middle of the train, and there was a hole in a floor, and that was the hole in the floor in that train was a toilet. And the iron stove, that's what we could cook something or other. And then we arrived to the town Kotwas, and from the train didn't go any further, and we've been put on the sledges because it was winter, and along river Dwina we went up, pulled with the horses, we went to the north, like to Archangels. And on the way there was a barrack built on this riverside banks, And so many people would drop at one place, and then a few miles later was another place. I would be all the space in this, and we worked there. We had nothing. When our food finished, what we took with home, we've been only getting a slice of bread, those who don't work, and we've been paid very little to work. My father went to work, my mother couldn't, and I was already 16, nearly 17, and I went to work just to have this 1 kilogram of bread, not a slice, 1 kilogram. And we didn't know what happened, we had no contact with anybody. And suddenly, in 1940, at the end of 1940, Hitler advanced on Russia, and Russia were not prepared to do it, so asked England, Mr. Churchill, to help. And our diplomats here in London, Mr. Szuwalskiej, and our president was here, Raczkiewicz, they said to Mr. Churchill, tell Stalin to release all those people who has got in Russia's prison camp, and they will be the best people to fight Hitler. And Stalin went to it, and we've been released from the prison camps in Syberię, all of us. And there was General Anders, who also been in a prison. He was released, and he started to make the army so we can fight Hitler. And we've been left on our own then. Going there to Siberia, we had these soldiers to take us there and tell us what to do. But when we were released, we were left on our own. We had to find a way to go down the south of Russia, near river Amudarya, Tashkent. There was Uzbekistan this way, right from north to there. We traveled on our own on the trains. We couldn't buy the ticket because we had no money. But the Russian people, the people from the street, they were very helpful. They were not our enemy, because a lot of things happened during the Russia's different part of things. They move people and things like that. So they were ours, so they help us. And very often there was a good train, and the train driver said, yes, well, if you find a room, just jump in, and took us. It was absolutely, people was lost on the way. I know my friend mother, she fell off the train and took an arm off. And she didn't have one arm. Eventually we arrived there where the Polish army was formed. Now the army had to have a uniform, and the army had to have a food. And British government supplied all. We've been all put into the uniform, British uniforms, and we had the food there. Now there was our families. We joined, whoever could join was 17 years old, could join, everyone joined. What about the families, older people? So naturally, British government also took charge of it. And being a dominion like India, Africa, and things like that, all British government took all the civilian people to make the camps in those parts of India or Africa, which is Rhodesia and other Uganda and things like that. And then we had a training, and we was going to fight. So from Russia, through a Caspian Sea, we all travel to Persia, which is Iran now. And the camps were set at the Tehran, which is the capital of Persia, and from then been taken all over the place. And military people moved through Egypt, Syria, to Palestine. And I was in Palestine for about 6 months training in a uniform, army uniform, British army uniform. And then we were going to be ready, trained, to go to Italy, to travel because the war started in advance. And at that time, it was beginning of 1943, when the Royal Air Force lost so many people, and there was appeal to join. And I was advised by my relative to join WAFs, to go to England, and I did. After we traveled through Suez Canal to Alexandria and through Mediterranean Sea, Gibraltar Strait. That was our first transport. It was a big ship which wounded British soldiers were coming to England, and we joined that ship and were going. And this is the very funny thing to say. While we've been getting a little bit of money in the army and living in Palestine, all the girls was probably silk stockings and silk underwear and probably perfume, because that's what we didn't have for years. And when we were going to Gibraltar Strait, there was a first transport, there was still U-boat would be there, and we've been advanced to put a swimming things if we say, oh girls, what we are going to do with all those lovely things we bought? So we decided to put everything on. And what about perfume? We put it like that, shark will not like it. And when they take us from the water, we won't lose those lovely things that we crave, want to do. That is a funny part, because when you are 18, war or not war, you just think positive. You're not frightened. You laugh, you take the best part of it. So we travel, and we also advise, I have to tell you this is a bit probably funny. We've been advised in the army that going to England, the best country in the world, everybody educated, everybody is so sophisticated, and English ladies are very attractive, very slim, not fat, and after the Russia prison camp, when we got a foot in the army, we got a little bit of fat one. You have to lose your fatty. And we all got a lipstick, to put the lipstick so we don't look different than English ladies. We all had in the picture, even before they were in Poland, we all kind of very highly intelligent country, and all the ladies are lovely dress, and gentlemen with the melon hat and walking stick and so on. Okay, we arrive about 5 o'clock in the morning to Liverpool.
Can I just stop you just for one moment?
Yes.
I just realised. We'll leave the thing running. Is that still in focus?
Yeah.
I've realised that I should have had.
Do you mind if I say all funny things in between?
Oh, that's lovely. Yes. Yeah.
Because that kept us going, those little things, how we think.
Yeah.
The funny things are the best, because you're not just it's not like a documentary where you're just giving information. You're actually putting your personal side of things into it.
Yeah.
Now, I forgot to put this. This is a separate recorder just for your voice.
Yes.
And I've got to remember how it works.
Yeah, that was the adventure. When you are that age, when you're a teenager, it's an adventure.
Yes,
yeah,
it
in a
was
way.
It was little things very important to us.
Yeah.
I have to tell you about this arriving to England. We had to put all the lipstick and
I think that's incredible, because
and put the hair so we look the same as the English sophisticated ladies.
But they're the interesting things, because the history has been so well documented that people know a lot of it. But it's a little things like that are so interesting.
Can you?
Yes, you can.
If I put that there, can you actually see that on the camera? Because I ideally don't want to see that. Is that visible or
Can't
not?
see that. No.
You can't see that.
No.
Right.
No.
All this is the latest technology is very, very good.
Yes. Okay.
So let's move those out.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
So this will just record as well. Right. Let's see. So if I press that.
Okay.
Okay. Don't you just love it when it doesn't happen? Why is it not happening? Come on.
Yes, latest technology.
Latest technology, right, that's probably it now, I think. Right, if I press